Hello, U.S. History students. I will be reading the Week 4 quiz. I'll be reading through all the questions and the answer options. This quiz has a total of 8 questions. The quiz's point total is 16. Question 1. What action did the colonists take in September of 1774 in response to their issues with Britain? They began a series of meetings with Native American tribes to build a power base. Representatives from 12 colonies met at a Continental Congress in Philadelphia. They forced the British to send all their troops home and barricaded ports against their return. An emissary was sent to King George III to tell him his policies were not working. Question 2. What was the purpose of the Olive Branch Petition? To avoid conflict with Britain by appealing to the king about their complaints, to try to expand economic trade by bringing in olives from southern Europe, to take a stand against Britain by declaring they are no longer part of the empire, or to create conflict among the colonies and show who would support independence and who would not. Question 3. What did radical writings such as Common Sense urge the colonists to do? Pay taxes to help Britain eliminate debt from the French and Indian War, move out into the frontier and live among the natives, declare independence and establish a republic, or insist upon having representation in British Parliament? Question 4. Who wrote the first draft of the Declaration of Independence? John Adams, Samuel Adams, George Washington, or Thomas Jefferson? Question number 5. What influence did English philosopher John Locke have on the Declaration of Independence? Locke argued that government should protect people's natural rights of life, liberty, and property. Thomas Jefferson was in communication with John Locke before the committee met to write the Declaration. Locke had formed a British Committee for Independence, which the American Committee patterned itself after. Very little, because Locke urged complete loyalty to the British king and recommended voicing any complaints to Parliament. Question number 6. According to the Declaration of Independence, all of the following truths are self-evident, except governments get their power from the people, all people are created equal, people have the right to liberty, people have the right to refuse to pay taxes. Question number 7 is matching. What were the strengths and weaknesses of the British and colonial armies? Match the item on the left with the correct description on the right. The items are British Army weakness, British Army strength, Colonial Army strength, Colonial Army weakness. Description on the right, number 1, most powerful army and navy in the world. Number 2, soldiers deeply committed to independence and motivated to fight. Number 3, had to ship supplies a long distance. Number 4, had no way to raise money to feed and supply troops. Question number 8, which will be your last question. Why were the battles of Trenton and Princeton so important for Washington and the Americans? Huge numbers of British soldiers lost their lives. Americans were able to capture supplies that were necessary for the long winter. They gave Americans confidence that victory over Britain was possible. They established the state of New Jersey as an American stronghold. Once you have finished with the quiz, please make sure to click Submit Quiz at the bottom of your quiz and double check your grade book to ensure that the grade is showing. Good luck on your quiz.